Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Raymond Rose. I know you could call me Pastor Rose if you want, but I gotta let this and preach this. In the world of the book, the basic instructions before leaving Earth. If you want to put holy in front of Bible, then you put He only left you. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. And another thing is, when you read the Word, make sure you understand them all. We're going to sit here and say, read the Word. Okay? Doesn't matter what Bible you pick up. A lot of different Bibles believe in different beliefs. They'll be added in the books of the Word. Okay? And what I've learned through the years that we're going to talk about the temple. Okay, the temple is your sanctuary. Okay, and in your sanctuary, we want you to not vile the living in you. Okay, that soul that Jesus gave you. A miracle that we were born life. We can all multiply, and not only human beings, but in animals. Anyways, in the Word, as I've been knowledging of growing up in the Word, all my life, I think my parents started getting me in since I was 6 years old. I was baptized Catholic, I think. But I became Christian. Christian, I never knew what Christian meant when I was starting. And I never knew that if you're going to read the Word, you might as well read the names like Deuteronomy and Numbers, Leviticus, Exodus. There's multiple more. Genesis, Samuel, Kings, Chronicles, the Nehemiah, Esther, Job. Ooh, you know what? Joseph, I think, Book of Joseph or the Book of Job is one of the two favorites, one of them out of my favorites. It takes after my life. I've thought about all the years I've been through, of what I've been through. Now, if I was guilty, I would say I'd stand in the realm of hell with the rest of the people that are going in the dark deeps of hell. Okay. No, it didn't go out that way. It came out to be that I was telling the truth. And just imagine if you're telling the truth to the world and to yourself and to God and to the people that are in this world, and you tell them everything that you say, and it comes out to be the full truth in God, you will go to heaven. If you were ever condemned on a sexual, anything sexual from any woman, you will automatically go to heaven. It's here in the Word, and after I'm done figuring out where in the Word, I know it's after Job, the book of Jacob or Job or something like that. The one that was sold, the brothers that were sold, one of them, they all sold the youngest brother, the favorited brother, to slavery. And after slavery, he became one great with the king. He stood by the king. He controlled the king's stuff. Now, in this story, the one who followed God and read people's dreams, he was able to tell you what the story meant. So does AI. It'll tell you a story of what your dream meant or something. You could you could tell your dream what parts were in your dream that you remember and that was disturbing, and then AI will read it to you, what your dream meant or in that aspect. Um, this AI is pretty bad. It's like really bad. I was like, who knows? It could be to help you like God would. If you look at it a different aspect, don't like look at everything as all bad. You can make it bad by just looking at it as that aspect. Um, the way you look at it or speak to it or reply to it. Sorry, I have always wanted to preach. I do study the word a lot. I used to. May I take that back? I used to, and I miss it. And if I didn't go to the wrong path, I would have never found the right path, you know? But I didn't quite go down that path. It was lied on, and I went down that path, and I survived it. A lot of killers could have killed me, and I didn't die because of people were doing tests on me to show that I wasn't that bad person. And I passed it, and they left me alone. And I've been into fights where people would get knocked out, and I don't have to hurt them. They hurt themselves. Since I've been out of prison, should we say that was the wrong path? I got out, became successful, owned a business, and made $120 million annually. And no, actually, out of 5 years. My bad. I take that back. 5 years. We made $120 million, and it was solavei.com/Team Romeo, and made by Raymond Rose, me. And the first 3 years that we made our money, it was our mark of $5 million. It crashed because a police officer, actually three police officers, their names were Christopher McGuire, Detective Ruiz, and Joseph P. Leonard. And these three officers were in a tagment because I knew one police officer was he raped my friend already. Like, this is one of them that he like told her to keep her mouth shut. I know all about all the stories because I know everyone in Paso, and everyone in Paso will tell me what happened or where's what, and like I would know more info than a police officer. But I wasn't a cop, and I wasn't anybody bad. I knew everybody in Paso. By saying hi or hanging out or partying or meeting them or just some way, I would know you. And we would become friends because you like my aura and I like yours. And now back to the word. Excuse me, we were sidetracked. Back to the word. I followed God because I love him. He guided me. He kept me alive. This right here kept me in line. And I'm going to tell you that has to do with sex in a way. Men and women are violating your temples by thinking sex is the way. And God did not want that. That is actual a big sin. And some of those people that don't know it, that are serving God, I'm going to let you know now. If you have an inner side of you and it's sexual, that is a sin. You're sinning to God. I mean, to the devil. Like, you're cursing our Father in heaven, who we all believe and want to, you know what I mean? It's also what music we put in us and then what we throw out of us. So some of you may listen to some hip hop music. I listen to that all the time, but I don't react to it or throw it out there to be like it. Like, I got friends who saw this one rapper and now they dress like the rapper. That's crazy. Um, that's okay, but it isn't violating. Like, what comes out of your mouth is your violation. What you do to someone with your body, to their body, that's a violation. God did say multiply, but He didn't say do sexual acts with your body temple. I love this. This is a beautiful word. But yeah, I had to learn what Holy Bible meant. See, I don't like this. This says Holy Scriptures, but it's supposed to say Holy Bible. That's basic instructions before leaving Earth. Remember that. I've been serving Him for years, even when I went to prison, and even while I'm out of prison, I still serve Him. Every day I do my daily walk with Him. I go out to the city park and I dance for Him. I dance for myself. I enjoy it. If I'm not dancing, I'm driving. If I'm not driving, I'm trying to entertain myself or have someone else entertain me. But I enjoy what I do. Again, this is Raymond Victor Rose. I've been in different states, everyone. Not only California, out here, Nevada. I've been to Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Texas, Arizona, Colorado, I think Missouri. I was in Germany once when I was a lot younger. I remember though. My family were all bikers. It was kind of cool. Everybody was on a bike. I was on a bike with one of my uncles or my cousins, something like that. Where else? I'd say there's another state I can't remember. Kentucky or something like that. My mom. Colorado. There we go. We were in Colorado. These were all the states. But in California, I've literally been in every city. I've lived in Stockton, Sacramento, Oakland, Richmond, Tracy, Madera, or the other M, Madera, Merced, something like that. Modesto, then Wasco, Delano, Hanford, Lemoore, Bakersfield, Oildale. Then you drive down to Fresno area. There was only one part that I was in Fresno. I forgot the street. It was like the same street as another street or another city. So the street was the name of the city, but it was kind of cool. Can't remember. I've been to Van Nuys, Victorville, Apple Valley, all that area. I've been to all those cities that were all near to each other. Adelanto, Phelan. Then I've lived down in Paso Robles area. That was my hometown. I stayed in San Miguel, Templeton. I've never lived in Atascadero. I hated Atascadero. I love the people, but I don't like the city. It's the cops I don't like. I've lived never Santa Maria. I've lived in Napomo. I lived in not Santa, but Morro Bay. I've lived in Victorville, Vacaville, or something like that near Victorville. Not Victorville, but not Apple Valley. Yeah, Apple Valley too. I've lived in almost LA, lived in LA, deep hearts of LA with my grandma. I remember where she showed me her house is the biggest house and the biggest yard on the block in the ghetto. There were no grocery stores or anything down there. Just everything tagged up. Streets were empty. I don't know. I've lived everywhere, but past Rubbles now, and I lived in Las Vegas, Nevada. That was fun. I was a dancer and a DJ on the strip of all that. I show it on my Instagram and Facebook, and I got to live that dream. Dance and DJ was one of my favorite dreams that I got to finish. Dancing is one of my favorites. Other than that, I had to tell my story so I could post this on YouTube. Yes, your children can see this. I'm a good dude. I don't care what people say. And if you're young, don't ever let anybody tell you the same. Uh, when I was growing up in high school, I was friends with all the people who were being bullied. And I stuck up for the bully people because that's a real friend. That's a real person. You want to be popular? Don't bully anybody. Be friends with everybody. Everybody. Don't be like strict. And if they don't want you in their clique, don't get in their clique. Get into other cliques. Like bounce around. Who said anything about anything else? Like you want to be popular? Dance and do yourself and be yourself. Okay? If you're gonna be a hater, well, be a hater, dog. Haters make us famous. So this is who I am. Right now I'm in my car listening to music. That I pick up the scripture and speak a few about my belief and what I do and what I'm into. I'm into God and my daily walk with Him. No matter what I do, as long as I'm not sinning. You don't have to go to church every freaking day. You don't even have to just go to church. I mean, it would be lovely to go to church. You know, you get that spirit in you. But once a week, that's for a fresh start. That's good. It means the next day you got a fresh start. Forgot I had that. Oh, and I have TBI and a fractured hip. So on my fractured hip, I can only bend down so far. I can only do so much. I can't lift anything heavy. I've tried it before when I was in Victorville, California. I didn't think my hip was serious. I've done it recently, but I don't want to talk about that recent because I fucked up my back by dancing. Excuse my language. I've had what a wild life. All my friends, everyone that I was friends with, I love and respect them. They're all fun. Everybody was fun. Um, some of those that were bad, they have their own faults. That's on between him and God. I don't ever talk about people. I can't talk about people. It's a sin. If you hear something and you're like to someone else, you're sinning. If you talk about somebody behind their back, that's sinning. If you know something about them and you're speaking to someone else, that's not sinning. You're telling the truth, what you know. Um, if you don't know it, don't speak it. I've learned a lot through the word and what I can and can't do. But thinking sex all the time, it is a sin. And this song kind of reminded me of it. I was like, different song like though. But anyways, I think I like this song. The song it became one of my favorites. Would you guys like to hear it? Listen.